Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Canton City Council. Please turn your cell phones to vibrate. We are encouraging social distancing tonight. With a quorum being present, the chair calls this meeting of Canton City Council to order. Roll call, please, Mr. Clerk.
Smuckler.
Here.
Babcock.
Here.
Shulman. Hawk. Here. Kimbrough. Scaglione.
Here.
Smith. Fisher.
Here.
Hall.
Here.
Mariel.
Here.
Ferguson.
Here.
Morris.
Here.
Kimbrough.
Here.
Thank you. 11 present, 1 absent, Mr. President.
Leader Smuckler.
Mr. President, I move we excuse Member Shulman from tonight's meeting.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to excuse Member Shulman from this evening's meeting. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smuckler.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Hawk.
Aye.
Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith. Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Mariel.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
The motion carries and Member Shulman is excused from this evening's meeting. Tonight's invocation will be given by Ward 9 Council Member Frank Morris. If you would all please stand and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, as we come together this evening, we are hopeful for a bright future. As we address the matters relevant to the city business, we are challenged by an ever-changing world. We ask you, Lord, to place your healing hands upon our community. We ask you for the strength to lead by example and lead our community through these troubling times. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and justice for all. Thank you, Member Morris.
My pleasure.
We are now under agenda corrections and changes. Leader.
Mr. President, I move Rule 22A be suspended to add second reading of ordinances 13 through 20 to this evening's agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to suspend Rule 22A to add second readings to ordinances 13 through 22. Is that correct, Clerk Doherty?
It is 13 through 20.
That's what it said, 13 through 20.
Okay, thank you. Just to clarify. It's been moved and seconded to suspend Rule 22A to add second readings to ordinances 13 through 20 to this evening's agenda. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smuckler.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Hawk.
Aye.
Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Mariel.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
The motion carries and ordinances 13 through 20 are a legal part of your agenda. We are now under public hearings and we have 6 for this evening. Mr. Clerk, would you please announce the first public hearing?
An ordinance amending sections 1195.09 fee review and section 1195.10 site plan requirements, part 11 planning and zoning code, codified ordinance of Canton Planning Commission recommends approval.
It's Is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. I must repeat, is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. Seeing no one step forward, the chair declares the public hearing over in regards to this matter. The matter now rests in the hands of council. The ordinance will follow later this evening. Mr. Clerk, the second public hearing, please.
An ordinance amending sections 1194.08 fees for zoning permits and 1194.09 zoning permit fee exemption for government structures, part of 11 Planning and Zoning Code of Codified Ordinances of Canton. Planning Commission recommends approval.
Is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. I must repeat, is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. Seeing no one step forward, the chair declares this public hearing over in regards to this matter. The matter now rests in the hands of council. The ordinance will follow later this evening. Mr. Clerk, the third public hearing, please.
An ordinance amending Chapter 1195 Administrative Agencies and Duties of Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code of the Codified Ordinances of Canton. Planning Commission recommends approval.
Is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. I must repeat, is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. Seeing no one step forward, the chair declares this public hearing in regards to this matter. The matter now rests in the hands of council. The ordinance will follow later this evening. Mr. Clerk, the fourth public hearing, please.
An ordinance amending chapters 1139 permitted accessory buildings and structures, 1140 permitted accessories uses, and 1194 enforcement of Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code of Codified Ordinances of Canton. Planning Commission recommends approval.
Is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. I must repeat, is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. Seeing no one step forward, the chair declares this public hearing over in regards to this matter. The matter now rests in the hands of council. The ordinance will follow later this evening. Mr. Clerk, the fifth public hearing, please.
An ordinance amending section 1194.05 Administration and Enforcement, failure to obtain permit of Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code of Codified Ordinances of Canton. Planning Commission recommends approval.
Is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. I must repeat, is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. Seeing no one step forward, the chair declares this public hearing over in regards to this matter. The matter now rests in the hands of council. The ordinance will follow later this evening. And Mr. Clerk, the last and sixth public hearing, please.
An ordinance declaring designated area of the city of Canton as a tourism development district to be known as a Centennial Plaza Tourism Development District for the purpose of fostering development tourism in that district pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 715.014 and declaring same to be an emergency.
Is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. I must repeat, is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak for or against this ordinance? Please step forward. Seeing no one step forward, the chair declares this public hearing over in regards to this matter. The matter now rests in the hands of council. The ordinance will follow later this evening. We are now under old business. Deputy Mayor, is there any old business for this evening?
No, Mr. President.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. We are now under public speaks, and we have 6 speakers for tonight. I would like to remind our speakers that we will try to remain a level of professionalism in the room while we're here in council tonight, and you do have 3 minutes. So our first speaker tonight will be Ms. Kimberly Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Ms. Bell, if you could give me 1 second, we got to get the mic set up for you. So
I'll give it back later.
that might be helpful. So. Ms. Bell, if you could please step forward and give us your name and residential address, please.
Yes, Kimberly Bell, 135 17th Street, Canton, Ohio. Is that it? I keep forgetting. Okay, I'm going to speak about a couple things tonight. Well, first I want to, say this. The city is a government, and as a government, a city government in the Stark County government, there should be no reason to help fund programs such as Mrs. Grimes, whose program is called Clean, and the program of the layout that I gave you guys this time last year about helping people that's coming out of the prison system. The first thing a person is, when they're coming out of the prison system, is not a job. It's a place to live is what they need. And that layout I gave you was going to help me try to get that organized. But I'm running out, so let me move on. Both programs will help the justice system in the city. It won't stop crime, but I can guarantee you it will prolong it or it will slow it down. Mayor, I'm asking you also to help me change laws or write a court opinion to change lawmakers' minds to help people such as myself that's been in the system to run for government. Yeah, I'm going to try 2023 to run for mayor, and I have a very slim chance of getting on the ballot or winning. But if you help me write an opinion, you and the attorney Anthony Brown, who I work for, and the attorneys at Baker Dublicard that I did my internship with, if we write a court opinion, it will help us, it will help change lawmakers' minds about people such as myself run for office. And if you want to help your city with the issues it's facing regarding crime and social justice with the protesters, you must listen to those of us who's been in the system so we can help you change the mistakes we as ex-cons made and put us in office. We can help you change this. Who knows better than us how to commit a crime and get away with it, or the ones whoever's sitting up here did and you got away with it. You just didn't get caught like I did. I got caught all the time. And like I said, the program Ms. Grimes has called Clean, and the program that I gave you all last year a layout of, it's not perfect. You're going to help me. You got to help me make it perfect. It was just something I threw on a piece of paper, and it's not a perfect program, but we can fix it.
Thank you, Ms. Bell. Our next speaker is Mr. Mario Elder. Mr. Elder, could you please step forward, and if you want to take your mask off, that's fine when you speak, but can you please state your name and residential address, please?
Yes, my name is Mario Elder. My residential address is 1153 Roslyn Avenue. I am here to speak again about the case of my nephew, King Pleasant. I came in about 3 weeks ago, and we did actually come out and speak on that situation, but today I'm here to actually speak on what we can do moving forward. Obviously, I've seen that you guys have probably seen me out protesting in front of the courthouse day in and day out. I would really like for some council members to actually come and join us as we continue to protest for the justice for my nephew, but also at the same exact token, we were actually also talking about trying to find different ways to actually help out the kids in our community, because it's not just my nephew who is suffering. I've seen things with the young case of the 1-year-old twins being shot. We actually are just looking for other ways to actually reach out to members of the community and actually bring them together to bring type of awareness to the damaging of guns and how to actually try to keep them away from going that. So we're actually looking into actually making it some type of foundation or something to actually, you know, keep kids away from that path. You know, whether it be we get kids back into boxing. I know when we grew up as kids, we boxed. If somebody talk mess to us, we boxed. Okay, it wasn't, you know, straight to the gun. And that's where these kids are going to right now. We need to actually find a way to actually get these kids away from these guns in their mind frame from going straight to that. And so right now, that's what we are actually working on, is a way to actually try to reach out to these families and get these kids together and teach them something different than that. So whether it be if we could actually find a way to get a facility opened up to be able to actually get something going on for these kids, but we don't have anything here right now. You go to the Y, yeah, they can go play basketball and go swimming. That's it. They don't have anything that they can actually be able to do that's actually going to teach them any true values. Because all they look at is basketball players and they say, hey, look, they make a lot of money. But what are we actually teaching them along with it? No one is actually taking the time to say, hey, look, this person, yeah, they learned how to do this dribble move, but they don't teach them that it takes patience. They don't teach them that it takes strength and courage to actually even attempt such moves on other players. What our goal is now is to actually try to teach these kids how to find different avenues and create a different avenue for them at the same time. So thank you guys for listening to what I'm saying tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Elder. Our next speaker is Maisha Elder. Is Maisha here?
Actually, my name is Monique Elder.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Maisha, but
That
listening to you
that
all,
would
I
be-
had something I want to say.
So, Miss Elder, could you please state your name and residential
Absolutely.
address, please?
Monique Elder, 1965th Street Southeast. I listen and I hear y'all got big plans for Canton with the Hall of Fame and, you know, y'all ready to do y'all thing. And in the midst of that, over here on this side of town, you got some things going on that just ain't right. He mentioned that my grandson was killed. In the process of this investigation with my grandson, there was some pretty, I would say, negligent investigation going on in the entire process. And then when it comes to the DA has treated me as though I was the criminal, like I was the one who pulled the trigger, which is not so. The whole point of the protest is to actually put this city on notice, to let you know you don't want no noise. You don't want no negative attention brought here to Canton. That is not what you want. I've been asking for information from this city concerning this case. I keep getting the runaround. It's not going to continue to lay like that. Some cover's about to be pulled back that you may not want pulled off. So this may not even be the place to bring this message to, but I am sure there is somebody in here who's going to get it to where it needs to go. So that is what I want you all to know. This one right here, this is not just some little boy that got caught up in some gun violence. That ain't what it was. This ain't that. So y'all get the message to who y'all need to get it to before the noise comes. It ain't what you want.
Miss Elder, I want to thank you for speaking, and I would encourage you, a lot of times when people sign up for public speaks, they just immediately leave. I would encourage you to stay after the meeting, and I'm sure that we can definitely try to point you in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Try to get your questions answered, but I want to thank you for coming tonight.
All right.
Our next speaker is Miss Skylark Bruce. Miss Bruce, could you please step forward and give us your name and residential address, please?
My name is Skylark Bruce, and I live at 1242 Worley Avenue Northwest. Every day we see the signs. Every day we hear the shouts, chants, and sobs. Every day we see the family of murdered child King Pleasant in the streets of Canton, Ohio, protesting how the system has failed them. The white child who murdered this black 6-year-old has not been held to account in the way that a black child would have. The Pleasant family has been treated more as suspects than victims, down to the youngest toddlers. The Pleasants can get no peace because the murderer sleeps in his own bed next door while King sleeps in the earth, never to wake. This is so much bigger than King, like protests in May and June were so much bigger than George Floyd. This is a pattern. This criminal justice institution is designed to keep black people constantly on edge and fearful at best. White people like me can choose how much we want to consciously engage with racism. This choice is not offered black families like the Pleasants. Systems change slowly, yes, but they can change with effort from many people, including those in positions of authority. City council members are not helpless, somehow lacking voice in this situation. If the police department and prosecutor's office heard every single day from each council member echoing the Pleasant's concerns, things would change. The best time to start is long ago, but the second best time is now. The absurdities of how things were done do not have to be how black people experience Canton forever. Their lives, black 6-year-old lives, depend on what we as a city do now. If the status quo keeps on going, there will be a next time. How young will the next black child be? 6 months? 1 week? How hard will that child's family have to fight for scraps compared to what my family gets automatically? Several months ago, Canton City Council declared racism to be a public health crisis. What does this council plan to do to put any teeth in that declaration? You can start by addressing the needs that black people in this chamber have brought to your attention. And you can stop patting yourselves on the back for saying words when your actions indicate they mean nothing. Black Lives Matter.
Thank you, Ms. Bruce. Our next speaker is Eugene Norris. Mr. Norris, if you could please step forward and give us your name and residential address, please.
Yes, my name is Eugene Norris, and I actually live at 56 Goodhue Avenue. That's in Akron, Ohio. Council President, Mr. Mayor, and council members, first of all, I want to thank you for this opportunity. I came here because, number one, 2 things. My boss asked me to come out, but I was very happy to get here. I actually just recently got hired to work in the city of Canton with the Stark County Minority Business Association. I'm there to help, of course, to work with minority businesses in this community, to help them to be much more effective, to work with the growth of this city, and to be an integral part of what's happening in this community. And we realize that economic development piece is an important part of that. We're also working with a very important and significant program called the ELITE program, where the city of Canton is actually working with our minority community with the London Stock Exchange, 4th largest stock exchange in the world. I was actually over there with the deputy mayor when they gave that citation to this community, which we're very proud of. And we're here tonight because I realize the importance of coming out, being an integral part of our community, every aspect of it that's going on, but also to bring our resources to the table and be back where I actually cut my teeth to learn about nonprofit and for-profit development. So I'm very happy to be back here in the community. Want to let you know you'll be seeing us here because we're here to help Canton continue to be a tremendous city. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Norris. And our last speaker for this evening is Devontae Elder. Mr. Elder, if you could please step forward and give us your name and residential address, please.
My name is Devontae Elder, and I live at 1960 5th Street, Canton, Ohio. I just came here to say the same thing that my mother said and that she said, that this isn't a small problem. We will not go away. Wherever this justice was held up, it needs to be, this blockage needs to be eradicated, and we need justice. And we won't stop till we get it. However, we got to get it. That's all I came to say.
Thank you, Mr. Elder. We are now under informal resolutions, and we have one for this evening. Mr. Clerk, would you please read resolution number 48 by title?
Authorizing direct safety director to open one or more purchase orders in total amount not to exceed $24,999.99 for the purchase of a 2020 Ford Escape.
Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adopt informal resolution number 48.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt informal resolution number 48. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, by voice vote, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion carries, and resolution number 48 is adopted. We are now under communications. Let the journal show that all communications are received as read. We are now under ordinances and formal resolutions for their first reading. Sir Clerk, please begin with ordinance number 1.
An ordinance amending appropriation ordinance number 59-2020 and declaring same to be an emergency, referred to finance and public property capital improvement. Number 2, an ordinance approving and accepting the replat of part of lots 353-85 and 353-86 and declaring same to be an emergency, referred to public safety and thoroughfares. Number 3, an ordinance approving and accepting the replat of all of outlots 1097 through 1099, all of outlot 1444, and declaring same to be an emergency, referred to public safety and thoroughfares. Number 4, an ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service to advertise, receive bids, award, and execute a construction contract to execute a professional service contract for construction oversight services for the 12th Street Northwest Water Main replacement project, declaring same to be an emergency, referred to finance and environmental and public utilities. Number 5, an ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service to advertise, receive bids, award, and execute a construction contract, enter into all contracts needed for construction oversight services, receive grant funds in the amount of $1.5 million for the city's area, 39th Street Northwest Storm Sanitary and Roadway Reconstruction Project, GP 1284, authorizing the auditor to establish the 4593 Stice area, 39th Street Northwest Storm Sanitary and Roadway Reconstruction Project, GP 1284 Fund, amending appropriation ordinance number 59-2020, declaring same to be an emergency, refer to Finance, Public Property, Capital Improvement, and Environmental and Public Utilities Committees. Number 6, ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service to enter in a professional service contract with Environmental Design Group for the Allen Avenue Sanitary Sewer Replacement Project, Phase 2, GP 1332, and declaring same to be an emergency, refer to Finance, Environmental and Public Utilities. Number 7, an ordinance authorizing the auditor to pay Civic Plus, Inc. a moral obligation amount not to exceed $8,316 for civic clerk licenses and implementation, and declaring same to be an emergency, refer to Finance. Number 8, an ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service to enter into a loan agreement amount not to exceed $2 million of issue 13 comprehensive funds with 200 Market North LLC in order to provide gap financing for a Millennium Building project, amending appropriation ordinance number 59-2020 and declaring same to be an emergency, refer to Finance. Number 9, an ordinance amending appropriation ordinance number 59-2020, declaring same to be an emergency, refer to Finance. Number 10, an ordinance amending appropriation ordinance number 59-2020, declaring same to be an emergency, refer to Finance. Number 11, an ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public safety to enter into parking incentive agreement with Zackus Blackus Manis LTD law firm and declaring same to be an emergency, refer to Finance. Number 12, an ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service to enter into job retention tax incentive agreement and a net profits tax incentive agreement with Zackus Blackus Manis LTD law firm pursuant to the city's incentive programs and declaring same to be an emergency, referred to Community Economic Development and Finance. Mr. President.
At this time, the chair would declare an in-house recess for Finance and Community and Economic Development Committees to meet in regards to ordinances 8 through 12 on your agenda this evening. You are now in recess.
Thank you, Mr. President. Finance Committee, 7:30. Okay, thank you. All right. This is number 8 on your agenda. I'm reading from the ordinance. An ordinance authorizing the mayor or director of public service to enter in a loan agreement with in an amount not to exceed $2 million of issued 13 comprehensive funds with 200 Market North LLC in order to provide gap financing for the Millennium Building project, amending appropriation ordinance number 59/2020 and declaring the same to be an emergency. Questions or concerns, anyone? Hearing none, we will sign this out. This is number 9 on your agenda. It's an ordinance amending appropriation ordinance number 59-2020 and declaring the same to be an emergency. We are taking $100,000 from the NIP fund and putting it into the 1155-101-51 Code Enforcement Fund. Questions or concerns? Hearing none, we will sign that out. This is number 11 on your agenda. It's an ordinance authorizing the mayor or director of public safety to enter a parking incentive agreement with Sangus Placus Manus Limited Law and Firm, declaring the same to be an emergency. Questions or concerns? Hearing none, we will sign this out. First, again, this is number 12 on your agenda. It's an ordinance authorizing the mayor or director of public service to enter a job retention tax incentive agreement.
That's for community and economic
I'm
development.
very sorry, gentlemen. I apologize for my error.
Did you do 8, 9, 10, and 11?
I did 8, 9, 10, and 11, sir.
I don't believe so.
You did 10.
I apologize, I missed 10. An ordinance amending appropriation ordinance number 59-2020 and declaring the same to be an emergency. It's $44,700 for the health department, from the preventive maintenance fund to other direct costs. Questions or concerns? Hearing none, we will sign that out. Again, I apologize for my error. That concludes finance at, if my phone comes on, 7:32. Thank you.
7:32, we'll call Community and Economic Development to order. This is number 12 on your agenda. An ordinance authorizing the mayor or director of public service to enter into a job retention tax incentive agreement and a net profits tax incentive agreement with the Sangus Placus and Manos LTD law firm pursuant to the city's incentive programs and declaring the same to be an emergency.
Mr. Chairman,
Deputy Mayor?
Mr. Chairman, members of council, these two particular incentives we would like to offer to retain Zangus Placus Manus Law Firm within our downtown. They have a desire to relocate into the former space that was occupied by Day Ketterer at 200 Market Avenue North. With this particular incentive, the ordinance reads that we would do a partial tax reimbursement of 50% of the income taxes paid. I want to make that clear that 50% is 1.25%. In the communication, there's an error. It says 1% of 2.5%, but I want to make it clear in the ordinance, it states a partial tax reimbursement. That tax reimbursement will be 50% of 2.5% collected. Thank you.
Questions, concerns? Hearing none, we'll sign this out. 7:34, that concludes the Economic Development Committee. Mr. President.
Thank you, Member Scaglione. Ready, Dave?
Good.
Council is reconvening after the recess. Leader?
Mr. President, I move we suspend Rule 22A to place ordinances 8 through 12 back on this evening's agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to suspend Rule 22A to place ordinances 8 through 12 back on this evening's agenda. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker.
Aye.
Babcock. Hawk. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione. Smith. Fisher.
Aye.
Hall. Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
Ordinances 8 through 12 are a legal part of your agenda. Leader?
Mr. President, I move we suspend statutory rules of ordinances 8 through 12.
Second.
There's a motion to suspend the statutory rules on ordinances 8 through 12. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker. Aye. Babcock. Aye. Hawk. Aye. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
You've heard the three readings, Leader.
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 8.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 8. Are there any remarks under this ordinance?
Mr. President,
Leader?
I move we amend ordinance number 8 by the amendment before every council person.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to amend ordinance number 8 per the copy before each of you. Are there any remarks? Hearing none by voice vote, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, no.
Abstain.
Duly noted, the ayes have it, the motion carries. Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 8 as amended.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that you adopt ordinance number 8 as amended. Are there any remarks under this ordinance as amended? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker. Aye. Babcock. Aye. Hawk. Aye. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione. Aye. Smith.
Aye.
Fisher. Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Abstain.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Abstain.
9 yeas, 2 abstentions.
The motion carries, and ordinance number 8 as amended has been adopted. Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 9.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that you adopt ordinance number 9. Are there any remarks under this ordinance? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker. Aye. Babcock. Hawk. Aye. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
The motion carries, and ordinance number 9 has been adopted. Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 10.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that you adopt ordinance number 10. Are there any remarks under this ordinance? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker. Aye. Babcock. Hawk. Aye. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
The motion carries, and ordinance number 10 has been adopted. Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 11.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that you adopt ordinance number 11. Are there any remarks under this ordinance? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Hawk.
Aye.
Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Abstain.
Ferguson. Morris.
Abstain.
9 yeas, 2 abstentions, Mr. President.
The motion carries, and ordinance number 11 has been adopted. Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 12.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that you adopt ordinance number 12. Are there any remarks under this ordinance? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Hawk.
Aye.
Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall. Merrill.
Abstain.
Ferguson. Morris.
Abstain.
9 yeas, 2 abstentions, Mr. President.
The motion carries and ordinance number 12 has been adopted. We are now under ordinances and formal resolutions for their second reading. Mr. Clerk, please begin with ordinance number 13.
An ordinance declaring a designated area of the city of Canton as a tourism development district to be known as a Centennial Plaza Tourism Development District for the purpose of fostering and developing tourism in that district pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, Section 715.014, and declaring the same to be an emergency. Number 14, an ordinance for the purpose of fostering development tourism in the area of the city of Canton, designated as a tourism development district pursuant to sections 715.014D and 5739.101 of the Ohio Revised Code, levying a tax on the privilege of engaging in the business of making certain types of sales in the downtown Canton Tourism Development District and declaring the same to be an emergency. Number 15, an ordinance establishing a special fund to be designated as a Centennial Plaza Tourism Development District Fund, declaring the same to be an emergency. Number 16, an ordinance amending section 185 of the Administrative Code of Codified Ordinance of the City of Canton in order to authorize the reallocation of existing transient lodging tax funds to foster and develop tourism within the Centennial Plaza Tourism Development District and declaring the same to be an emergency. Number 17, an ordinance amending Chapter 187 Admissions Tax, the Administrative Code of Codified Ordinance of the City of Canton in order to authorize a 5% admissions tax to foster and develop tourism in connection with the Centennial Plaza Tourism Development District, declaring the same to be an emergency. Number 18, an ordinance authorizing the Mayor, Director of Public Service to advertise, see bids, award, and enter into contract for the purchase of one portable pipeline inspection unit, or to alternatively purchase said unit via any purchasing process authorized by law and declaring the same to be an emergency. Number 19, ordinance authorizing the Mayor, Director of Public Service to advertise, see bids, award, and execute a construction contract, execute a professional services contract for construction oversight services, and receive grant funds in the amount of $1,050,000 in a 0% interest loan in the amount of $450,000 for the Cleveland Avenue Water Main Replacement Project, authorizing the Honor to establish the 5243 Cleveland Avenue Northwest Water Main Replacement Project Fund, amending appropriation ordinance number 59/2020, declaring the same to be an emergency. Number 20, a resolution pursuant to Chapter 719 and Chapter 163 of the Ohio Revised Code, declaring the intent of the City of Canton to appropriate the state's and/or interest in the property described in Exhibit A in furtherance of the Canton Industrial Project GP 114748 and declaring the same to be an emergency. Mr. President.
We are now under ordinances and formal resolutions for the third, final reading and vote. Mr. Clerk, please begin with ordinance number 21. An
ordinance authorizing the Mayor, Director of Public Safety to enter into a loan agreement with A.M. Rodriguez Associates in amount not to exceed $1 million at 0.5% interest, utilizing issue 13 comprehensive funds for the Layman School Project and declaring same to be an emergency.
Leader.
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 21.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 21. Are there any remarks? Leader.
Mr. President, I move we amend ordinance 21 by the amendment before every council person.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to amend ordinance number 21 per the copy before each of you. Are there any remarks? Hearing none. By voice vote, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion carries. Leader.
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 21 as amended.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 21 as amended. Are there any remarks under this ordinance as amended? Hearing none. Roll call vote, please.
Smucker.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Hawk. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall. Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
The motion carries and ordinance number 21 as amended has been adopted. Ordinance number 22, please.
An ordinance amending section 1195.09 fee for the site plan review and section 1195.10 site plan requirements at Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code.
Leader.
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 22.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 22. Are there any remarks? Hearing none. Roll call vote, please.
Smucker.
Aye.
Babcock. Hawk. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione. Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall. Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
Motion carries and ordinance number 22 is adopted. Ordinance number 23, please.
An ordinance amending sections 1194.08 fees for zoning permits and 1194.09 zoning permit fee exemption for government structures of Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code.
Leader.
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 23.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 23. Are there any remarks? Hearing none. Roll call vote, please.
Smucker. Babcock. Hawk. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione. Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall. Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
Motion carries and ordinance number 23 is adopted. Ordinance number 24, please.
An ordinance amending Chapter 1195 Administrative Agencies and Duties of Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code.
Leader.
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 24.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 24. Are there any remarks? Hearing none. Roll call vote, please.
Smucker. Babcock. Hawk. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione. Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall. Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
Motion carries and ordinance number 24 is adopted. Ordinance number 25, please.
An ordinance amending Chapter 1139 Permitted Accessories, Buildings and Structures, 1140 Permitted Accessory Uses, and 1194 Enforcement Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code.
Leader.
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 25.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 25. Are there any remarks? Hearing none. Roll call vote, please.
Smucker. Babcock. Hawk. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione. Smith.
Aye.
Fisher. And then, Fisher.
Aye.
Is there anybody here?
I heard it.
Hall.
Yeah.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
Motion carries and ordinance number 25 is adopted. Ordinance number 26, please.
An ordinance amending Section 1194.05 Administration and Enforcement for failure to obtain a permit of Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code.
Leader.
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 26.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 26. Are there any remarks? Hearing none. Roll call vote, please.
Smucker.
Aye.
Babcock. Hawk. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione. Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall. Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
Motion carries and ordinance number 26 is adopted. Ordinance number 27, please.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public safety to enter an agreement for and accept $88,863.64 from the Department of Homeland Security Assistance to Firefighters Grant, advertise, receive bids, award, and enter into contract for the purchase of exhaust removal systems and related warranties and accessories at various stations for the fire department, or to alternatively enter into contract for said purchase in accordance with any procurement process authorized by law, authorizing the auditor to establish the 2019 Assistance to Firefighters Grant Fund, amending appropriation ordinance number 59, 2020, and declaring same to be an emergency.
Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 27.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 27. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker.
Aye.
Babcock. Hawk. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione. Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall. Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
Motion carries and ordinance number 27 is adopted. Ordinance number 28, please.
An ordinance authorizing the auditor to pay all more obligations owed for construction services related to the Woodlawn Avenue Water Main Extension Project, an amount not to exceed $11,221.02 to Wenger Excavating, Inc., and declaring same to be an emergency.
Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 28.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 28. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker. Babcock. Hawk. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione. Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall. Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
Motion carries and ordinance number 28 is adopted. We are now under announcement of committee meetings.
Mr. President,
Member Murrell.
Finance will meet on November 2nd, council chambers at 6:30, if that is a good time.
Yes.
Thank you, Member
6:30 it
Murrell.
is. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Member Babcock.
Personnel will meet same time, same place. Thank you.
Mr. President,
Member Fisher.
Environmental and Public Utilities will meet November 2nd at 6:30.
Thank you, Member Fisher. Member Ferguson.
Economic Development will meet at the same time.
No. We have we don't want that.
Mr. President,
Member Scaglione.
Public Property Capital Improvement will meet the same time, same place.
Thank you, Member Scaglione. Member Kimbrough.
Public Safety and Thoroughfares, the same time, same place.
Thank you, Member Kimbrough. We're now under miscellaneous business. Is there any miscellaneous business for this evening?
Yes, Mr. President?
Member Smith.
Yes, I would like to announce to our council members and to the public on Friday, October the 30th, there will be a trick or trunk for our kids for trick or treat. It will be at the Southeast Community Center outside in the parking lot from 5 to 8. And it's along with various organizations, businesses in the city. We're asking council members for your support and anyone that would like to support. There will be cars that's going to be parked in the parking lot, and the kids can come around to the car with their trunks open to get their treat. If there's anyone that's interested in supporting or donations, could you please call the office, and they will relate the message to myself and to the Southeast Community Center. And that number, just in case, is 330-489-3228. Oh, what one is it? 489-3223. I had to think about that, y'all. So please come out, bring your youth, bring your kids to support our endeavors and support what's going on for Trick or Trunk.
Thank you. Thank you, Member Smith.
Mr. President.
Mayor.
And regarding Halloween also, I just want to announce tonight that we will be observing Halloween in the city of Canton. That will be on Saturday, October 31, from 3 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Again, we urge everyone participating, both from the homeowner side to the trick-or-treating side, with your children and so forth, that we very, very closely follow all of the COVID health protocols, wear masks, socially distance, sanitize. The Health Department is issuing a detailed media release which follows the Ohio Department of Health guidelines. That will be on their website. We will also be posting it on our website. And in addition to the trunk or treat that Council Member Smith has mentioned, the Canton Parks and Recreation will also be hosting a drive-through trunk and treat at Stadium Park on Thursday night, October 29, from 5 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. But we will post all of this on the website.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there any other miscellaneous business for this evening? Hearing none, Clerk Dougherty, our quote for the week, please.
Thinking of COVID-19, and after all the stupid things I've done in my life, if I die because I touched my face, I'm going to be pissed.
I'll second that motion. Thank you, Clerk Dougherty. Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adjourn.
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn. Mr. Clerk, roll call vote, please.
Smucker. Aye. Babcock. Aye. Hawk. Aye. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione. Aye. Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall. Aye. Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson. Morris.
Aye.
11 yeas, Mr. President.
This meeting is adjourned. I want to thank everybody for attending tonight.